Someone at SpaceX told me this information in confidence. What I'm about to disclose is something that has been generating a great deal of discussion, debate, and conjecture throughout the entire cryptocurrency industry, with people spiraling into a state of frenzy over it. On this day, we are going to investigate one of the most audacious what-if scenarios, which includes Tesla X, which was originally known as Twitter, the perpetually disputed cryptocurrency XRP, and Elon Musk. This video does not include information about events that have been verified. Rather, it is about investigating the mind-boggling potentialities that individuals are bringing forth on the internet. The hypotheses, the evidence, the suggestions, the tweets, the financial puzzles, and the future that may potentially come to pass if Elon Musk were to make the decision that XRP might be the key to the worldwide payment empire that he has been silently constructing. As you link more of the dots together, the entire image that you are working on becomes increasingly more captivating. Background music. The entire situation was initiated by that whisper that came from the SpaceX birdie, a piece of gossip that was propagated across the periphery of Reddit, the crypto Twitter sphere, and the discussion groups where crypto traders and tech insiders intersect. The rumor did not provide specific details. The statement did not make any claims regarding Elon purchasing XRP or Tesla converting Bitcoin into XRP. Rather, it was the type of ambiguous and eyebrow-raising statement that people immediately get enamored with. The process of transitioning to speedier settlement assets is now under investigation. Quicker resolution. Those two words cause people's imaginations to erupt in the realm of cryptocurrency. People were quick to refer to XRP, which is an asset that is well known for its extremely rapid transactions, cheap costs, and extensive settlement capabilities. The small ember was the source of the beginning of a firestorm of conjecture. Now that we have addressed it, we should discuss Tesla, Bitcoin, and the theoretical concept of a shift. Analysts are in agreement that if Tesla were to ever reassess its Bitcoin holdings, the reasons behind such a decision would center on the practicality of settlements, transaction speed, and energy efficiency. Is Bitcoin characterized by its rapid speed, low cost, and high efficiency in the realm of payments, as well as its formidable, decentralized, and emblematic nature? Actually, it is not the case. That's the point at which XRP becomes relevant to the discussion. Individuals started to picture a situation in which Tesla was no longer willing to wait for extended confirmation times or pay expensive network fees, and instead shifted to a payment processing system that was more efficient. Elon has never made a statement like this before. He has not done so. On the other hand, the cryptocurrency community is very interested in looking into his background, his routines, and the patterns of his decisions in order to figure out what he might think about doing in the future. And when you take into account Tesla's mission of sustainable energy, SpaceX's purpose of interplanetary commerce, and X's push into global digital payments, all of a sudden XRP becomes a possible possibility due to the fact that it was designed as a digital asset that focuses on settlement. The payment system utilized by X is the next component in this speculative puzzle. Elon Musk has been steadily progressing in his efforts to develop what he has publicly referred to as the Everything app. He desires to have communications, banking, payments, entertainment, commerce, hiring, and identity services all accessible in a single locate. In public, he has voiced his unhappiness with the sluggish pace of financial infrastructure development. He has ridiculed conventional methods of settling financial transactions. He has made Now let us go into the tweets. As if there is one thing that Elon Musk is well known for, it is publishing enigmatic posts that cause entire sectors to go into downward spirals. He has expressed his thoughts on efficiency, on the reconsideration of money, and on the establishment of a financial system that operates at the pace of the future via Twitter. He has made statements on Twitter that have been taken in 100 various ways by the public. For instance, the statement that money is just information elicited an obvious association with Ripple's goal of facilitating the frictionless transfer of information from certain XRP advocates. The moment that he typed out the words, "payments need to be instant," it was enough for forms to be filled with fresh ideas. Once more, none of this is sufficient to confirm anything, but his followers who enjoy his enigmatic manner of communication regard his post as though they were hieroglyphics from the present day that are waiting to be deciphered. This brings us to the most contentious element of this whole theory, the idea that XRP will become the default currency for X's payment system. Is it possible that this may occur? From a theoretical standpoint, absolutely. Elon has the ability to choose any digital asset that he desires to serve as a settlement layer, as long as the asset is in line with his objectives. However, is there any evidence to support this claim? Nope. The only thing that we can be certain of is that Elon wants X payments to be rapid, borderless, and frictionless. He has a desire to make peer-to-peer payments available within the platform as far as we are aware. We are also aware of the fact that XRP was established with the specific purpose of providing a fast and inexpensive means of settling transactions that are conducted on a global scale. Therefore, the hypothesis became more wide-known. He accepted not due to any announcements, but rather due to the compatibility between what Elon desires and what XRP is capable of doing. There are other fans who take the argument even farther and assert that if X were to embrace XRP, the price could soar to extraordinary heights, possibly even reaching as high as $1,000 per coin. Background music. Given the current state of the market, the figure is unrealistically high. However, in the realm of cryptocurrency, speculation does not focus on what is currently accurate. It revolves around investigating potential outcomes, envisioning what the future might hold, and deliberating on the events that might transpire under particular circumstances. The story of a significantly higher valuation becomes incredibly hard to resist for some investors in a hypothetical universe in which XRP is the settlement bridge for global money flow and X handles hundreds of millions of transactions per day. However, it would be worth our while to examine more closely the reasons that some believe that, on a philosophical level, Elon would have a favorable opinion of technology such to Ripple. Elon Musk detests inefficiency with a passion. He has a strong aversion to systems that are slow. Bureaucracy is something that he detests. Anything that impedes progress is something he detests. Ripple's initial proposition to banks, which was to create a quicker, smoother, and more efficient settlement mechanism, is in keeping with the type of streamlined and optimized environment that Elon strives to create in his enterprises. When it comes to Tesla, efficiency is of the utmost importance. When it comes to SpaceX, efficiency is important. The topic of X is efficiency. Therefore, if individuals are on the search for a settlement system that aligns with that ideology, XRP is inevitably mentioned in speculative talks. This conjecture pertains to more than just technology. The subject matter involves the fields of narrative, psychology, history, and pattern recognition. Dogecoin is the most well-known example, but Elon has before. Ripple's continuous efforts to establish collaborations on a worldwide scale is yet another aspect to be considered in this protracted discussion. For a number of years, the company has been establishing connections with banks and other financial organizations all around the world. Although Elon has not made any public statements on Ripple, there are some who believe that RippleNet might potentially serve as a reference point or inspiration for what a global payment architecture could look like if he ever searched for a settlement rail that is already available for use. And of course, there is the idea that underpins the Everything app. Elon has been a longtime admirer of services such as WeChat, which allow users to send messages, shop, pay bills, transfer money, and live their digital lives in a single place. In order to accomplish this objective, X will require a robust foundation, a settlement system that is capable of processing billions of transactions. Is it within the realm of possibility for XRP to fill that position? If we consider it from a theoretical perspective, then absolutely. There is a lack of proof in real-world situations to support this claim. However, the suspicion continues to be strong due to the fact that the pieces seem to match up from a technical standpoint. A small group of theorists have taken this idea even farther by proposing that the need for a quick and efficient digital currency might arise from Musk's fascination with interplanetary economics and the planet Mars. The theorists speculate that the cryptocurrency XRP could be included in this potential future. Although this is clearly well within the realm of science fiction, that has not deterred many from investigating the concept. After all, 15 years ago, the name of the company SpaceX sounded as if it belonged in science fiction. One point remains unambiguous. As this entire discussion progresses, hypotheses that have been constructed by people regarding Elon Musk's potential financial or strategic connection with XRP have not been confirmed by him. Nevertheless, these hypotheses are compelling because they are situated at the confluence of technology, innovation, finance, and the unknown. The cryptocurrency industry is rife with speculation. It is the force that drives imagination, fuels conversation, and helps communities remain engaged. And as long as Elon Musk continues to be the unpredictable titan of technology, people will keep making connections between things that are not necessarily connected in fact. As a result of this, we pose the most important question. What would Elon Musk select if he wanted to construct a global